welcome. My name is Jen O'Sullivan, and I am going to be simulcasting this. That means that it will be available on my new podcast. It will be available here in the Human Body and Essential Oils, and eventually I will upload this to YouTube and then also onto my Facebook author page for easy sharing. And this is a question that comes up all the time about cholesterol and how to support it. So I'm going to actually tell you everything I know to help you support healthy cholesterol. And so you're welcome to add people to this group. This group is a closed group, so you guys are getting this information first. But I'm going to also record on my podcast. So that'll be fun for you guys. If you don't follow me on the podcast, it's brand new, and I encourage you guys to get over there. You just basically download from Android or Apple the podcast app. It's a free app, and then, like, I know on Apple it's a purple one. I'm not entirely sure what the Android one looks like. And then you can search 31 oils. Okay? All right, so let's get started. It's always fun to simulcast because, you know, mistakes happen. This is all live. All right, so let's get started here. All right, hey guys, Jen O'Sullivan here, and I'm excited to be bringing to you my protocol for healthy cholesterol levels. And cholesterol is an interesting thing because in the essential oil world, we often hear a lot of odd claims that are not necessarily correct. And the reason for that is when we understand that there are two different types of cholesterol. I'm not talking about HDL or LDL. I'm talking about the fact that some of us have cholesterol issues because of genetics, and others of us have cholesterol issues because you're eating a cheeseburger every meal, right? So it just depends on if you have genetically based cholesterol, you could be doing everything right. Your diet could be doing well and everything, but your liver is just not processing the cholesterol properly. And so that would be genetic cholesterol issues. So I want to be able to help all of you, not just people who are one or the other, because I think the issue comes down to people that just say, oh, you better just start eating better. And that might sound all well and fine and easy to do, but I know how hard it can be to fully change your diet. I know some of you it's almost impossible, but for sure we want to make sure that we are eating a little bit better if we can. But what I want to do is explain to you what cholesterol is in a very brief, hopefully consolidated mess of how this all works and how your liver operates. So let's just dive right in. So cholesterol is a waxy substance, like a particle that's found in our blood. There's good and bad cholesterol. People call them like HDL or LDL, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But just know that the liver, our liver, actually creates 75% of the cholesterol we have in our body. So cholesterol is created from us, while 25% comes from food sources. So just to understand that cholesterol is necessary for healthy cells. So our cells need cholesterol to help them do their job correctly. So that good cholesterol, that HDL, is basically responsible for taking cholesterol from the cells to the liver. And then the liver then breaks down the cholesterol and will pass it out of your body by way of either the feces, right, your bowel movements, or it will go back into your system. So it's an interesting process there for that good cholesterol. There's a process. And then the bad cholesterol, that LDL, basically your body is taking cholesterol from your liver back into the cells, which is good. We actually need that. However, when there's buildup, too much, and excess, that's where you can have health issues, such as restriction of your blood and oxygen to your organs, and that will cause a whole host of issues down the line. All right, so the liver basically cleanses your body of its toxins. So to understand that what it's doing, this big liver in your body here, is taking toxins and eliminating them through urine in most cases by way of the kidney. So what it does is the liver processes and breaks down any toxins and then passes it back through the kidney, and then the kidney through your urine. In the case of cholesterol, the liver is processing the cholesterol and then breaking it down and passing it through along to be able to go through your colon and then out through your feces. So the curious part, though, is that when that happens, there are scavenger cells in your intestine that are trying to gather up cholesterol. They're literally wanting to mess you up. So these scavenger cells are going in and pulling random cholesterol that has gone into your intestines and literally repurposing them, pulling them back into your system and causing them to be reabsorbed back into the circulation of your body. And it's kind of this never-ending cycle. So there's some ways that we can support our liver, and we do this through the digestive process. And you want to support your liver by giving it high fiber-rich veggies, right? Dark leafy greens, an array of colors with your vegetables that you're eating. You want to be eating good fats such as nuts and good oils and good things like avocados. Those are good. People always give it a bad rap, those beautiful avocados. But do know that all of those good fats are good, and that high rich fiber foods that you would be eating in dark green leafy things and lots of colors and veggies helps with the elimination process as well. Okay, so other areas that you can support, though, would be with supplementation by using maybe digestive enzymes. And the digestive enzymes that you want to be looking for specifically, if you're taking a digestive enzyme, you want to look at the ingredients and you're going to look for lipase or protease. Those are two very important digestive enzymes when it comes to your liver supporting and cholesterol supporting properties. You also want to for sure be taking some omega-3s. Most people are deficient. And when you're looking for a good omega-3, you want one that's high in DHL. Super important. You also want magnesium in your diet, very good, and probiotics to improve that proper cholesterol levels for those scavenger cells that are grabbing. So I'm going to suggest to you some supplements that I would recommend highly, and then I'm going to go over a supplement regimen, because I think that's where people always get tripped up. They ask me, okay, what should I be taking? And then you get them and you're like, I have no idea how to use these. So here's let's see, we've got 5 or 6 that I would recommend, and there's a few others that you could do as alternatives. And I always like allowing you guys alternatives because that gives you some ability to choose what works best for you, maybe stuff that you already have. So Juvatone is a product by Young Living that is for general liver support, and I do recommend taking that. The recommendation of that is 2 tablets twice a day between meals. You can start with just 2 tablets or 1 tablet twice a day between meals and then build up. It's totally up to you. But Juvatone would be a highly good place to start, highly recommended place to start. I would also recommend an enzyme. So the digestive enzymes, there's 3 that I highly recommend, but I would start with Essential Zymes 4. That one has a good amount of lipase and protease, and it has all 3 of the proteases which you want. But an alternative option would be Allerzyme or Detoxzyme. So you can decide which one you want. Both great alternatives. Mineral Essence has a good amount of magnesium. It actually has 100% of your daily recommended value of magnesium, and you really only have to take the 5 dropperfuls. That would be a daily serving. And because I know so many people are like, that's a hard one to take, I always recommend putting it into capsules. You can literally take that mineral essence and squeeze them into capsules and take those so you don't have to have the taste. A lot of people will put it into juice. But if you don't want to take mineral essence, you can go ahead and take Super Cal Plus or Balance Complete Shake. Both of those have about 35% of your daily recommended value. It is important for people who are dealing with cholesterol issues to consider maybe doing a meal replacement shake. So the Complete Shake along with Super Cal Plus could be a good alternative to do a full meal replacement, maybe doing that in the morning. All right, I always recommend Omega Gize 3. There's about a 2/3 to 1/3 ratio of the DHL, so you want that with higher DHL in there, and so Omega Gize 3 is excellent, an excellent source of omegas. And then also Life 9 probiotic, very important for this regimen. And I always recommend a daily capsule of 3 drops lemongrass vitality, 2 drops rosemary vitality, and 1 drop cinnamon bark vitality with 8 drops of olive oil or avocado oil. Okay, so you're going to want to use that specific oil because, again, those are good fats. And if you wanted to do a topical regimen, you could do just lemongrass on your right foot. And this is where it gets tricky because you want to do your VitaFlex or the reflexology point associated with your liver. So where that is, just to explain it to you, would be you've got your toes and then you've got the pad that is just below your toes, and it would be just under that on the bottom of your feet toward the outside is really where you would want to rub lemongrass. So realistically, you can just look at the very center of your foot, the foot bottom center towards the outside, right towards the outside of your body, but on the base of your foot, right in the middle. And you would just rub in circular motions some lemongrass on there. Okay, so let me go over the schedule with you. What you would do for the ideal. I'm going to give you an ideal and then I'm going to give you a super easy one because I know some of you guys are like, I can't do the time thing, but some of you guys absolutely want the time thing. So the time thing would be breakfast. Let's say 7 a.m. is when you eat your breakfast. What I want you to do before breakfast, as you're preparing it or getting things ready for the morning, I want you to take that veggie capsule filled with 3 drops lemongrass, 2 drops rosemary, and 1 drop cinnamon bark with 8 drops of avocado or olive oil. You can actually pre-make these capsules. You can just get regular veggie capsules, pre-make them, and store them in your refrigerator. And you can do a week's worth, you can do a month's worth, that's up to you. I tend to not make too many ahead of time. I want to make sure I know what I'm using and they're labeled properly, but you would want to put them in a glass container. And so you can just stick those in your fridge or even your freezer, and you'll just take one of those with about 4 to 8 ounces of water right in the morning. So right when you wake up, just knock that back. Go about your morning getting a few things ready before you eat. Wait, maybe 30 minutes is all you need just to kind of let that have a head start. And then what I want you to do for breakfast, and you can do this with breakfast or right before you eat breakfast, is you're going to do those the 5 half dropperfuls. It's basically 1 milliliter each of that mineral essence. And you can do it as a quick shot, or you can do it with juice with your breakfast. It's up to you, or in capsules. And then I want you to take 2 of the liquid capsules of the Omega Gize 3 with your breakfast. So that's it for the morning. And then between breakfast and lunch, so what that means is, let's say you ate at around 7, at around 10, right? So somewhere right in the middle, you would take 2 tablets of Juvatone. And again, I said you could take 1 if you want to just start out slow, up to you. But you would take 2 tablets of the Juvatone with about 8 ounces of water. And then at lunch, we'll say around noon, we'll just, on a normal human being schedule, around noon, you would take 2 capsules of the dual release can you say that 5 times fast? The dual dose blister pack of Essential Zymes 4 just before lunch. Now remember, you could substitute that out for Allerzyme or Detoxzyme. So just the bottle tells you how to take them, but you can take them right before lunch or right before you eat. Okay, so and then that would be your lunchtime thing. That's all you need to do for lunch. And then at around 3, just in between, right, in between lunch and dinner, you're going to take that second dose of Juvatone. Again, that Juvatone is just a general liver supporting tablet. All right, at dinner time, you're going to take, again, those 2 capsules, 1 dual dose blister pack, right, of Essential Zymes 4 just before dinner, or again, you could do the Allerzyme or Detoxzyme. You could also split that up. You could do Essential Zymes 4 for lunch or dinner, and then you could do Allerzyme or Detoxzyme. You can kind of switch them out if you want. Okay, and they both have the good things that you need, those good lipase and protease. All right, so then what you're going to do is also take your second dose of Omega Gize 3 with dinner. So it's 2 capsules, those 2 liquid capsules with dinner. And then just after dinner, you're going to take the Life 9. Now, Life 9 is interesting because everybody has these kind of questions about Life 9. It is a probiotic, and it's important that you take Life 9 on an empty stomach. So that means pretty much about 2 to 3 hours after dinner would be fine for you to take your Life 9. take it on an empty stomach, but the key is not to take it with any essential oils. So if you're taking any other supplements, don't take it with Life 9. So make sure that has like almost a 2-hour window on either side, book ending, taking Life 9. So if you were taking anything else, like something that had essential oils in them, like sleep essence, or if you wanted to take inner defense in the evening, it would have to be just before bed. Okay, so just so we're aware, that's important to remember. Okay, so let me break it down for you as an easy supplement schedule. For those of you guys who are like, I can't deal with all that. Okay, here's what you're gonna do. For breakfast, you're gonna take the veggie capsule with the essential oils in them. You're gonna take the Essential Enzymes 4. So you're just gonna take one of your digestive enzymes. You're gonna take the 5 half-dropperfuls of mineral essence. You're gonna take 2 liquid capsules of Omega Gize 3 and the 2 tablets of Juvatone. Just take it with breakfast, okay? Just make it simple on yourself, okay? And then at dinner, you would take your 2 capsules of your digestive enzymes, the 2 tablets of Juvatone, and the 2 liquid capsules of Omega Gize 3 at dinner. Just again, make it simple. And then if you wanted to, just right before bed, pop that Life 9. Okay, so that's a super simple. Now, I know some of you guys are like, please, can I have this written out? And my answer is absolutely. The answer is always yes. And so if you go over to my page on Facebook, there's an author page there. It's facebook.com/Jen O'Sullivan author. You can find it there. Or on my Instagram page is just @JenAuthor. And that's really an easy access place for you to get a lot of content. And so look in the comment section, because for Instagram, we don't have a lot of space to post things. So in the comments, you'll see the write-up of what to take. And then on my Facebook author page, you will see the full-on regimen. So I hope this was helpful for you guys. I hope this helped make sense of what you're supposed to be doing to support your liver, because the liver is what is supporting your cholesterol levels. Okay, so there's no magic pill here. There's no magic thing to do to lower cholesterol, right? And I think that's what everybody wants. And this is going to give you scientifically the best support of your liver to process cholesterol properly. That's what we want. All right, thanks you guys. Hope this was helpful. We'll see you guys soon. Bye.